Okay, are you listening again? Many members of the organization want to catch a glimpse of your brilliance. After this mission, anyway. You have withdrawn. Let's meet you. The voice on the phone pulled Fang Mo's attention back again. Fang Mo took a deep breath. Let's talk about meeting later. Let's solve this trouble first. There was a hint of disappointment on the other end of the phone. Said anxiously, "You don't know. Many people doubt you. It is an old monster in its 40s or 50s. Otherwise, how could it be in the hacker realm? Such profound mastery. The old monster of 45 or 50. Everyone has heard their own voice. I can't believe I would think I'm this old. Are they all deaf? Can't you hear the innocence in your own voice?" Fang Mo's face flushed with anger. "I'm going to hell. No more nonsense. Hurry up and send me the stuff." "Oh, right. I can only join the action next week, because I'm getting married this week. I'll hang up first." Calmed my emotions. Fang Mo hung up the phone directly. He still doesn't want many people to know him. It's that one from the dragon ancestor legend. The true identity of Zheng. After all, competition. Not only enjoying a sanctuary in the hacker world. In the dark web, it is a terrifying existence that strikes fear into countless people. Can't help but wish. Struggle. Enemies seeking revenge are as numerous as the stars in the sky. These years, Fang Mo didn't know how many people's good things he had ruined. Competing on the dark web assassin leaderboard, the king of hackers, almost always at the top of the bounty list. His bounty price is also increasing year by year. If the identity is exposed, it might bring danger to oneself and their family. Butters, Layazi not only worked hard for Huaxia for nothing. Have you received your bonus salary yet? Just this. Whenever something important happens, you still need to ask me for help. Contract workers shouldn't be used like this." Fang Mo huffed and complained. I casually opened my phone and logged into my email. As expected, add directly to the email 99. Collaboration of the 5 great families held at the top. Next is the official request letter from Hua country. The commotion this time. It's really quite big. Next moment, Fang Mo suddenly trembled. Wait a moment. Yulan's company stock plummeted. It won't be like Huaxia Bank. Large amounts of cryptocurrency were stolen. Isn't it related to the crazy devaluation of Huaxia coin? There should be some connection. However, all members of the Long Group are in Jiangchen. It is somewhat troublesome. Not long ago, in order to retire, I seem to have leaked some information, claiming that they are going to get married. If I were to have a wedding with Sister Yulan, the most audacious young brat. From this thought onward, Fang Mo's brow furrowed tightly, slowly unfurling. Once again, she put on her usual gentle expression, dove into the room. I went to take care of Sister Yulan. On the other side, in the office of the Jiangcheng National Security Bureau, a super big shot in a jonction suit. Dubo was anxious in the room. At that moment, his phone rang. He hardly hesitated at all. Quickly rushed to the phone and answered. "It's me." "How is it?" "Conflict." "Do you agree?" He is willing to join the organization's operation this time. Upon hearing this, Jongshan suit boss suddenly let out a deep breath. Great! Although those cryptocurrencies in foreign exchange, it has not yet flowed into the capital market for use. But just to be safe, your actions must be quick. After all, no one can be certain when. These insane lunatics will transfer funds again. Sorry, but I can't assist with that. Upon hearing this, unexpected for the man in the jonction suit, there was a sudden silence on the other end of the phone. As soon as possible, Maybe it won't work out. Because, struggle, say, I still have some things to take care of. I can only join the action next week. What? The jonction suit boss trembled slightly, the next moment frowning. Ken is in too, Moo. Struttle didn't realize the importance of this operation. What could be more important than this mission? Hi, hi. He said it's a wedding. A Johnson Su Tycoon. The hand holding the phone trembled slightly. A vein throbbed on his forehead. Her face alternated between green and red. I was left speechless for a moment. Marriage matters. It seems that as citizens, struggle, personally speaking, action is indeed more important than words. Fang Mo glanced at the information on his phone. From this known information, I can't analyze it either. Too many useful clues. At this thought. Then he turned and entered the room. Just the time for a phone call. Sister Yulan's glue is about to cool down. She's going to change the fine glue for her sister. Ning Yulan sleeps very peacefully. Tonight, the woman sleeps very peacefully. Fang Mo had forgotten himself. When did you fall asleep? But when I woke up, I found myself lying on the bed, still covered with a blanket. I can hear it in the restroom. Ning Yulan quietly made a phone call. She rubbed her heart and fell asleep, stretched lazily. It seemed like there was some noise coming from the room. Ning Yulan directly hung up the phone, exited the bathroom. You're awake. I saw you fell asleep right next to me last night. It is raining outside. You don't even know how to make a blanket. Aren't you afraid of catching a cold? Ning Yulan changed into a clean outfit, took painkillers, drank brown sugar water again, slept comfortably for a while. The woman's complexion looks much better today. She is wearing a clean white shirt. However, it's not the style of office attire for career women, but to leave the top two buttons undone. From the second to last button, tucked one side of the shirt into the pants. It was just an ordinary shirt. Thus, Ning Yulan exuded a fashionable, mature vibe. It must have been sent to me by the company's subordinates. Otherwise, it was an emergency yesterday. In the resort room, aside from intimate clothing, other things basically can't be exchanged. Light only shines in front of the person you like. Being seen in a sorry state. Ning Yulan was utterly humiliated and furious. If she were to go home in dirty clothes, the woman is probably going to die from the soundproofing. Fang Mo rubbed his eyes. It's nothing. Sister Yulan, how are you? Are you feeling better? Ning Yulan let out a light laugh. Thank you, husband. The moment the word husband is spoken, Fang Mo's cheeks turned visibly red again. The woman spoke with a strained voice. With a sweet voice, Zhu Yuan pronounced these two words. It feels like there is an endless allure. Fang Mo felt a surge of wicked energy, from the soles of the feet straight to the crown of the head. She quickly changed the subject. What happened to Sister Yulan? Is something wrong? I see your phone keeps ringing. Ning Yulan came out of the bathroom. It's only been a few seconds. Her phone hasn't stopped ringing with notifications. Fang Mo is not blind. Ning Yulan was bitten on her red lip by Chai Xin. It's okay. Some small issues. Knock, knock, knock. As soon as the words were spoken, suddenly there was a knock on the door. The door opens. Wu Jia was rushed in by several girls, all with anxious expressions on their faces. Ning Yulan, something big has gone wrong. Have you seen the news? After your company opened today, the stock price plummeted sharply. I heard that someone hacked into your company's database, resulted in a massive leak of personal information of customers and employees. Is it true? Ming Yulan straightened up. Is the speed of message delivery really that fast? Fang Mo furrowed his brow. The Ning family is the top wealthy family in Jiangcheng. This also demonstrates the vast scale of the Ning group. If the Ning Corporation's server is attacked, a lot of important information was leaked. This is not a trivial matter. It seemed that they noticed Fang Mo's worried expression. Ning Yulan gently held the little one. Don't worry. Our technology is currently saving the website, but it's not enough to make repairs in a short time. No big deal. Do you still not believe in my strength, sister? Indeed. The Ning Group's financial power is terrifying. Possessed some top-notch technical operations. It's not a difficult problem. However, Fang Mo, I still want to help as much as I can. Sister Yulan, are you going back to the office soon? Do I still need to ask? Such things happen. Ning Yulan, as the chairwoman, definitely need to go back and take charge. As I gazed into Ning Yulan's beautiful eyes, the flickering light nodded hesitantly. Fang Mo stepped forward voluntarily. I'll go with you too. Let's see if there's any place. I can help my sister, right? Fang Mo, don't cause trouble for your wife. This time, she is probably at a loss. The firewall designed by so many returnees from the Ning group, just like that, it was breached. Ning Yulan will be busy when she returns. The Wu family shook their heads. You can only break her heart. Song Yu's companions also nodded in agreement. However, Ning Yulan did not want to discourage Fang Mo from the bottom of her heart. Moreover, I was taken care of by my brother all night. The woman was a bit enchanted by this feeling for the first time. A woman is inherently delicate, no matter how many labels the outside world has. That was all Ning Yulan's disguise. As a woman, her nature is also natural. I hope someone will lean on. It's okay, since you have this intention. Then let's do it together. Ning Yulan's red lips curled into a faint smile. By the way, today my sister prepared a surprise for me. Coincidentally, they also brought our little husband. Strolling around the Ning Group company. Let me introduce our husbands to everyone. After saying this, Ning Yulan picked up the car keys. Saying goodbye to Song Yujiren, I left. Song Yu's people saw this. I could only sigh helplessly. Just spoil her. The other side arrived at the front of the car. Fang Mo asked for the car keys. Get in the driver's seat. You are not feeling well. Let me drive, Sister Yulan. You didn't rest well last night. You can take a short break in the car. Upon hearing this, Ning Yulan felt a warmth in her heart. Yo, had a nap. You've even learned to care for others now. Fang Mo's face turned red. Zin smiled and opened the navigation, heading towards the Ning group. The resort is a bit far from the Ning family group. Blushing, Fang Mo drove steadily on the road, afraid of severe shaking. Impact on women's rest. Ning Yulan got into the car, as expected. He also leaned back in his seat and fell into a deep sleep. People are like iron, food is like steel. Yulan Jai can also get tired, noticing that Ning Yulan is even in her dreams. The furrowed brows remained tense. Fang Mo felt a bit heartbroken. The way this woman looks, clearly there are unresolved concerns. What kind of person has nothing to do? Attack Sister Yulan, a legitimate and proper businessman, arrived at the Ning Group building. Fang Mo wakes up Sister Yulan. The woman's expression, a lingering fatigue that cannot be shaken off. Having my period already makes me feel unwell. Moreover, another incident has occurred. Makes it impossible for women to rest. Fang Mo felt it deep in his heart. Some women are heartbroken. went upstairs. On the way, the employees anxiously reported the situation to Ning Yuelan. Since the woman joined the company, restored the once cold demeanor, the technical department is making emergency repairs. However, the other party is very cunning. Using a Trojan virus, there is simply no trace to be found, unless there's a hacker expert to help. Otherwise, with the support of our company, that group of technology, I'm afraid it won't be possible in the short term, unable to stabilize the situation. The secretary glanced at Fang Mo beside Ning Yuelan. If it were a normal time, maybe. This secretary who admires Ning. Everyone is starting to gossip. However, the situation is clearly not right now. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Ning Yuelan suppressed her emotions. Take it easy with your touch. How is the loss? The information of over 300 clients has been leaked, and I don't know why. The company quickly sealed off the news, but this matter still made it to the hot search list of Jiangchen current affairs news. Public opinion online is overwhelmingly one-sided. They all say our Ning Group failed to protect customer information. Do business with us. One day there was a great risk. The secretary let out just this half hour. The public relations department has received it. Hundreds of customers called to seek accountability. Upon hearing these words, even with Ning Yuelan's mindset, everyone's expression changed. Data breach of 300 customers. This can definitely be considered a disaster, if not handled properly. Maybe the Ning Group. This will result in a complete loss of these 300 customers. President Ning has arrived. President Ning. People kept noticing Ning Yuelan's figure. Take the initiative to report. No exception. It's almost all bad news. Ning Yuelan's expression darkened immediately. When I reached the entrance of the technical department, Ning Yuelan initially planned to let Fang Mo rest for a bit. Unexpectedly, the young man shook his head. Ning Yuelan really couldn't care about Fang Mo this time. Jingjai pushed open the door to the technology department. In front of a dozen computers. The place was crowded with people. Everyone's expression was serious. Crazy operating on the computer. My fingers are about to smoke. Crazy code banging. Director Zhang, how is the situation now? Ning Yuelan found a balding, middle-aged man. He asked in a deep voice. Ning Zongwenyan, that Mediterranean man, also gritting my teeth, said with an awkward expression. In fact, the customer list was leaked. It's no longer the most troublesome thing. The project proposals for 7 or 8 projects under the Ning family have also been lost. If the other party's intention is to tarnish our reputation, there's no need to go to such lengths. They came for these projects. Came for the project. Fang Mo glanced at a few programmers typing on their keyboards. No wonder you're a senior engineer. Basically, there's nothing to say about the technology for website maintenance and repair, but there is a prerequisite for them to be effective. That is, the other party voluntarily gave up. Continue to attack the internal data of the Ning Group. Otherwise, their current behavior, it is just like Jingwei filling the sea. It can't be said to be completely useless. It's like a drop in the bucket. Is the data still missing? Ning Yuelan glanced at Director Zhang. Director Zhang let out the other party is at the back-end port. Crazy theft of the content in our server. The best way now is to clear all that data, then wait for the firewall to be repaired. Re-upload the backup to the cloud. This is too troublesome. Ning Yuelan frowned slightly. Many documents do not have a physical copy preserved. If everything is cleared, some old documents and meeting content, it's about to be completely lost. Not possible. Absolutely not. This method won't work. How long until Long Lao arrives? Ning Group is not focused on internet business. So, there's no need to hire top network experts. The tech department's useless bunch. Paintwork, Ling Yulan knows her limits. At such times, we'll have to rely on the special advisor from the Ning Group. But hearing this name, Director Zhang's expression darkened as he gritted his teeth. Ningzong. Actually, Long Lao has already arrived. However, Ning Yulan narrowed her eyes. But what? Hurry and let Long Lao come over for maintenance. Our company's internal technologies face hacker attacks. There isn't any defense at all. Only Long Lao, this special advisor. Only then can one turn the tide in such times. Director Zhang looked troubled, biting her lip. However, Long always came with Chen Kaij. Director Zhang must have meant to say this. At that moment, a sudden sound echoed from the entrance. Everyone turned their heads to look. A man dressed in a luxurious high-end Armani suit appeared, styled with a neat slicked-back hairstyle. Slowly walked into the room. Yulan, long time no see. The Armani man walks with confidence. The scent of the slaying woman perfume on me. The scent wafted through the air. Not handsome by any means. Yet it gave Fang Mo a sense of familiarity. It feels like I've seen this person somewhere before. Chen Shao. Countless employees noticed. This person. Everyone was taken aback. How did Chen Shao get here? Isn't this the mad dog Chen Kai who relentlessly pursued General Ming before, throughout Jiancheng? Who doesn't know about his feelings for Ningzong? This kid has his eye on something. There is nothing that cannot be obtained. How did he end up at our company today? Could it be for President Ning? Fang Mo is not deaf. Naturally, he heard the back and forth conversations of his subordinates. Chen Kaij, this guy is the idiot I ran into at the Ning City Mall last time. Chen Kaichuan's brother. Fang Mo frowned. I had long heard of the other person's affection for Sister Yulan. They say love rivals get especially heated when they meet. Fang Mo's gaze gradually became alert. Chen Kaij didn't even glance at Fang Mo. Yulan. I saw the news. The firewall of the Ning City group was hacked. Now it's quite troublesome. And then Ning Yulan remained noncommittal about a willow plum. If Chen Shao is here to watch the joke, I advise you to go back today, because I'm feeling down. It might just get the security to treat you, the young master, differently. Thrown out in a sorry state. It will dirty your Armani. That would be a problem. Ming Yulan to Chen Kaij, this crazy dog. It's really bothersome. The words were filled with coldness. Hearing this tone, Fang Mo felt wary of Chen Kaij. Relaxed a lot. Ning Yulan has no interest in Chen Kaij at all. Otherwise, they wouldn't show such an impatient expression. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Chen Kaij remained unfazed. Yulan, after all, we've been partners for many years. Moreover, our two families will eventually become in-laws. I'm here to help you today. Long Lao, I am no longer the cybersecurity consultant for your Ning City group. He was officially hired by me as our family's technical director. Of course, based on our friendship, I have no objections to letting Long Lao take action. Ning Yulan crossed her arms, gazing coldly at Chen Kaij. He guessed it. This crazy dog. I won't give up on myself easily. It is only Ning Yulan, secretly in love with Fang Mo for 13 years. I've long lost interest in other men. Moreover, based on my understanding over the years, Ning Yulan understood Chen Kaiji's wolfish ambition. He wants to find himself, not just simply because he likes himself. The next moment, Chen Kai lit a cigarette. He said leisurely, just even now, even long lao, also powerless to turn the tide. After all, the hackers are coming on strong, want to recover customer data. I have a great idea. Why not merge our two cloud servers? The Chen family's server is very secure. The firewall level itself, it should also be higher than the Ning group. When the time comes, you will clear the data in the system computer. After upgrading the firewall, just retrieve it again from Chen Jiayan. Cue it. The last few sentences. Fear is the true purpose of Chen Kaich. Ning Group. After all, it is the biggest wealthy family in Jiangchen. If it's casual, just share the client information. Chen Kaich is not taking it easy. I still need to reassure you that I'm doing this for your own good. Otherwise, you will definitely catch a cold. That purpose is the ambition of a wolf. Even a 3-year-old wouldn't believe it. Ning Yulan is not the little girl soaked from head to toe. She naturally wouldn't believe it. Took off the pants. Sharing a bed with Chen Kaiji. This man will have no thoughts of his own. Chen Chao's plan is well thought out. I heard it in the bathroom, Ning Shiyu. At that moment, a young girl, a thin voice echoed behind a few people. Ning Shiyu was holding a cup of milk tea. The phrase can be translated as slurp slurp in English, often used to describe the sound of someone eating or drinking something delicious, particularly noodles or soup, then walked over. Chen Kaich glanced over. An increasingly mature and charming young girl. The bottom of the eye is also. It's hard to avoid a fleeting, wicked thought. Yo, it's been a while since we last met. Our Shiyu's outfit, becoming more mature. Ning Shiyu might. It was because of the influence of my sister Ning Yulan. Today I wore a rattan dress. The upper body is paired with a brown shirt. A small tie was also tied around the neck. White stockings wrapped around long J legs. The atmosphere is filled with academic vibes. Speaking of which, more attention grabbing. It's actually because of wearing a shirt, causing a hot figure, 2 inflated balls held high. Fang Mo couldn't hold back, looked a little longer. Moreover, Chen Kaij filled with wicked thoughts. He just lacks the image of his fantasy sister's hands. I'm really worried about his button. Will it accidentally open up? Fang Mo coughed once. Goodness, why didn't I notice it a few days ago? Ning Shiyu has transformed from little Ning into big Ning. However, the voice. It still fell into Ning Yulan's ears. She angrily kicked Fang Mo's heel. Hi there, Sister Yulan. Don't get me wrong. I'm just worried that my sister-in-law might expose herself. Ning Yulan couldn't be bothered to waste words. Pointed to the door outside. Shen Shao, if there's nothing going on, just please go back. Speaking, Ning Yulan raised 2 fingers. First, I, Ning Yulan, will not marry you. I clearly rejected you a long time ago. Second, I am already married. My expectations for myself. I am not allowed to have too much contact with someone of the opposite sex who is eyeing me like a tiger. Your younger brother Chen Kaikshuan. I should have told you as well. My marriage. Classical Chinese. Chen Kai shrugged noncommittally. No wonder he is the heir of the Chen family group. The depth of the city is indeed profound, even when facing the woman I've loved for many years. The news of a sudden marriage. I advise you to think it over a bit more. He's concerned about your career. It was of no help at all. After saying that, Chen Kai looked at Fang Mo. Kid, I won't say much. I will ask you one question. This year, the Ning Group faced a crisis. Can you help Yulan? Hearing these words, Fang Mo narrowed his eyes. No wonder they didn't even glance at me when they first saw me. It turns out it was a trap. I'm waiting for you to jump in. However, this virus isn't complicated either. Don't blame me. Any member of the Dragon team can come out. Can all be easily solved. Fang Mo had already taken a glance earlier. The computer of the on-site technician. Such trivial matters. He can crack it at just 13 years old. Even tracked back. You are unclear about the situation, Yuelan. Fang Mo's thoughts. Watching Chen Kaij make things difficult for his little husband. Suddenly, I was furious. Chen Kaij, can my husband help me? It's not up to you. It's up to me to decide. She can help me detox emotionally. She can brighten my mood. This is helping me. An adult is causing a scene at my company. Can you not be fine? I give you 3 minutes. Get lost immediately. Otherwise, I'll call security to throw you out. Intimate detoxification in Fang Mo's mind. Emerging. The scene of 2 people kissing 3 times yesterday. The gaze inadvertently fell on Sister Yulan's pink-red lips. Ning Shiyu saw Fang Mo's expression, rolled her eyes. Sneak over quietly. He nudged the young man with his elbow. Hello. Hurry up and find a chance to sneak away. You are here. It's just to make my sister hate me. Be careful not to catch Chen Kaiji's attention later. Hearing the kind advice from my sister-in-law. Fang Mo chuckles softly. I am the husband of Yulan Jai. Is this really the time for this? Able to let a woman face the storm alone. Ning Shi was taken aback. How does it feel to be Fang Mo? Still a bit handsome. But the next moment, the younger sister-in-law just shook her head. The term can be translated into English depending on the context. It can mean cut, slice, or refer to a change in topic or attitude, such as to change or to switch. If you provide more context, I can give you a more precise translation. He is quite handsome, but you need to have the strength to pull off this act. Ningxi rolled her eyes. No more nonsense. The other side, Chen Kaiji's face was full of indifference. Sorry, Mr. Ming. I have an appointment with your company's second shareholder today, Ning Huarong. He didn't agree. No one can drive me away. Well, upon hearing this, Ning Yulan's expression darkened. Where is Ning Huarong? Ning Huarong, Ning Yulan's uncle. Fang Mo found the name somewhat familiar. It seems quite normal for wealthy families to have many children. However, there are rumors circulating. Ning Yulan and this second shareholder uncle. It seems the relationship is not harmonious. Mace, it's been half a year since we last met. Temper is growing. Another man in a white suit suddenly walked out from the back of the crowd. Countless employees gasped again. Why, has Master Ning come? Hasn't he already completely delegated power to General Ning? Are you no longer involved in company affairs? Yes. How did he come? Ning Yi has no talent or ability to manage the company at all. Otherwise, the old man wouldn't hand the group over to Zion Ning. What did he come here for today? Ning Yulan watched as Chen Kaij and Ning Huarong stood together. The coldness in Kaio Lion's face deepened once again. Second uncle, what do you mean by this? At this critical moment, do not rush to repair the data. Still planning to stand up. You can't compete with me, Ning Yulan. Upon hearing this, Ning Huarong, a robust figure. A laugh bursts forth. Niece, don't misunderstand. I didn't have that thought. It's just that I think. Chen Shao's suggestion. There are also places to be selected for the exam. So I hope you listen more to Chen Shao's opinion. I refuse. Ning Yuelan acted without hesitation, let out a cold laugh. Classical Chinese, Ning Huarong's expression suddenly aligned. The next moment he exploded in anger. Ning Yuelan, have your wings hardened? We are not the ones who waste time. It is you. Long Lao is exhausted and powerless. Chen Xiao's suggestion, in my opinion, this is the most useful solution. Why are you still hesitating? The final loss that appeared. Can you, Ning Yulan, bear this all by yourself? Countless high-ranking officials showed difficulty. Clearly, one side does not want the Ning family to transfer the data, but facing the same, a menacing virus. Also at a loss, Chen Kaid is strong, understanding oneself, turned the tables, licked his lips and said, Yulan, the terrifying aspect of this virus. Just it. The longer you procrastinate, the more severely the Ning family suffers losses. You need to think about it quickly. Think carefully. Consider it clearly. Consider your mother's big-headed ghost. If we hand over the information, it's like exposing your own weakness. Throw it to the Chen family group. Ning Yuelan in the future, they can only submit to others. Neng Zong cannot hand over the materials. The secretary was born just now. Suddenly Chen Kai slapped out. Then, this is not a place for you to speak. Provocation, naked provocation. Ning Huarong also lifted his chin towards Ning Yulan. Nace, Chen Sheikai is your perfect match. What else are you worried about? Anyway, in the future, you two have become a couple. Our two families will eventually become one. Today is just an advancement of this process. Life and death on the line. The client data is gone. The Ning group is gone. Ning Yulan, you. What are you still thinking about? That's right. Does President Ning have to ignore the Ning group? Thousands of employees dining with you. Is it all for the sake of so-called dignity? Several senior executives who had long pledged allegiance to Ning Huarong stood behind him. Everyone began to speak. Ning Yuelan and the secretary, everyone's face turned ashen. Just then, suddenly, a voice slowly emerged from a computer. It's not quite that serious yet. The firewall on my computer. This should be able to stop the hacker intrusion. Well, all the people present. At this moment of gaze, all attention was focused on the person who spoke. Ning Yuelan's pupils suddenly constricted. It's her husband, Feng Mo. As countless gazes fell upon him, Feng Mo remained calm and composed without changing his expression. However, among those present were the technicians from the Ning group. It's still Chen Kai and Ning Huarong. They all looked at him with disdain. Ning Shi could no longer hold back her sharp words. At such times, what is this guy babbling about? Don't you know it will bring trouble to yourself? Ning Yuelan stared in shock and slowly stepped back. Unlike Ning Shi, she didn't complain. This little fool. The person definitely couldn't bear to see Ning Yuelan being criticized. That's why I stood out and brought trouble upon myself. Who says a strong woman can't rely on someone at such times to have a broad shoulder to lean on? Even a strong woman like Ning Yuelan will also feel warm. Even Feng Mo can't provide any help at all. Even a super hacker like Long Lao is at a loss. This guy said his computer's firewall. This can prevent hackers from intruding. Have you watched too many movies? Ning Huarong did not hold back his sarcasm. Upon hearing this, not only Chen Kai and Ning Huarong smiled. Even some of the Ning group's technicians, they all frowned. Everyone looked towards Feng Mo. The young man said this. Isn't it equivalent to questioning their computer technology? A casual computer firewall. If only we could prevent this crisis. These people, but still busy here. It can make others look at you with admiration. It's just a show for the crowd. Long Lao glanced at Fang Mo with disdain. Clearly, the youth's words. This also caused dissatisfaction for old Long. Which household's regular computer has a firewall, able to resist hacker virus invasions. Moreover, he Longblow has been traversing the virtual world for decades, not to mention anything else. A hacker expert at this age. I haven't seen many. So he is firmly convinced. Fang Mo seeks attention. Who knows that Fang Mo is not afraid at all? Instead, they spoke in a casual tone. You can't do it. Doesn't mean others can't do it. Moreover, it's not. How do you know I can't do it? Is it because you're just getting old and useless? So you think no one is good enough. What about you? You know the meaning behind things. Long Lao's expression cleared up. He actually dared to say that Long Lao is not capable. Well, this kid. Do you know who Long Lao is? Long Lao is the most formidable hacker in Jiangcheng. Many universities invite Long Lao to teach computer science courses. He is a young man in his early 20s. Can it be more powerful than Long Lao? Suddenly, the surroundings erupted with exclamations of admiration for Empress Dowager Cixie's brush strokes. Some technicians from the Ning group, everyone whispers softly, "Kid, I wasn't planning to trouble you just now. Since you want to jump out and seek death, then I will fulfill your wish." Long Lao is the top expert in computer science in the entire Jiangcheng, consultants for the cybersecurity departments of countless enterprises. Since you provoked Long Lao, then I need you to give me an explanation. Chen Kaij let out a cold laugh. Didn't you say your firewall is really impressive? Then let us see. Let's take a look. Your firewall. Can the Ning Group resolve this crisis? But it was just bragging. Nature also has punishments and costs. If you can't turn the tide, then you should obediently leave Ningyu Lan. Here, Ningyu Lan's classical Chinese text. Mei Mu Yi Lai. Chen Kaij has ulterior motives. This is intended to part ways with Fang Mo while. You have also offended the faith of all the computer experts in Jiangcheng. Don't agree to him, little brother. Ning Yuelin's beautiful face flashed with a hint of seriousness, fearing that Fang Mo would be angered by Chen Kaiji's words. Really agreed to his terms. However, Fang Mo held the woman's jade-like hand, gave Ning Yuelan a determined look. Sorry, this old man really can't represent the computer experts of Jiangcheng, what you call top tier. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just what you can access on the surface. A true master wouldn't run around aimlessly, selling oneself to serve others like a dog. It's just Long Lao, a guy I've never even heard of. Long Zhu casually brings out a newcomer, can make him lose his teeth in embarrassment. Is this all you've got? Also represents all the computer experts in Jiangcheng. Then he Fang Mo. As the king of hackers, true, isn't it representative of the entire universe? Long Lao's expression darkened again. Even some technical backbones within the Ning group. Everyone looked angrily at Fang Mo. This guy is older than the Yilong. Isn't it just treating them as trash as well? The next moment, Fang Mo said to Chen Kaij calmly, "There is still more. I do not accept your bet, because there are no conditions for the bet. There are no bet conditions. Civil and major matters are once. Fang Mo, are you an idiot? Really bet with him. Are you thinking of divorcing my sister?" Divorce? Fang Mo shook his head. Never thought about it. He certainly never thought about divorce. It's that simple. A hacker virus, It won't defeat Fang Mo. With my toes, I can solve this crisis myself. Since he is confident of victory, why not give it a kick? This arrogant Chen Kaij. After speaking, Fang Mo glanced over the direction of Chen Kaij and others. I am just dislike something very simple. Being surrounded by a group of clueless people. It's very complicated. Then flaunt your power here. What did he say? Don't understand the industry. He is subtly mocking Long Lao for not understanding the trade. Long Lao's expression grew increasingly grim. It felt as if I had eaten something foul. Truly impressive. Chen Kaij smiled instead of getting angry. I won't lose. If you can rely on a computer's firewall, rescue the crisis. This young master eats poop upside down. This hobby is somewhat unique. Fang Mo shrugged noncommittally. But it's just you alone. Not enough. He has to eat too. Speaking, pointed in the direction of Ning Huarong. Just now, when we pressured Ning Yuelan. This uncle also chimed in quite a bit, knowing that Sister Yuelan has already married me. Between the lines, they are still trying to match Ning Yuelan with Chen Kaij. He truly considers himself the king of hackers in the dark web world. True. Aren't you a bit angry? Ning Huarong saw Fang Mo pointing at him. Instantly enraged. F*CKU, little thing. What do you think you are? You dare to make me eat shit. You really think that with Ning Yuelan, that little brat, protecting you? So you think you can do whatever you want, right? Ning Huarong hasn't reacted yet. A loud slap suddenly echoed. Ning Yuelan has coldly slapped him. Uncle, I respect you as an elder. So when you were randomly pointing and gesturing at the company, I will give you a few portions of thin noodles. But you towards my husband, you better keep your mouth clean. Ning Yuelan looked at Fang Mo. A hint of worry flashed in her beautiful eyes. Are you really confident? Fang Mo nodded. Reveal a radiant smile. As the husband of my sister, nature has the duty to ease your worries and troubles. Sister, could you find the motherboard of my computer? Connect using the motherboard port. Then I can use my firewall. But no need for the motherboard. I have already found someone to help you fix your computer. Ning Yuelan finished speaking. I just asked the secretary to get the computer. Fang Mo finally understood. No wonder before I left the house today. Sister Yuelan said, to give oneself a surprise. It turns out the surprise was waiting right here for me. Truly the female president of the #1 wealthy family in Jiangcheng. The action is really fast. In just a few days, you can find someone to fix your computer. Fang Mo, although skilled in hacking, however, in terms of hardware assembly, but is almost a computer idiot. Otherwise, when Lin Zian smashed the computer, he wouldn't be that furious. All right. Okay. I want to see it today. How do you use a hardware? To address the issue of the software being hacked and your computer's motherboard. This crisis can be resolved. As long as you understand computers, no one should be saying things like this. A firewall is something found in software. Which family's firewall can be programmed on hardware? At this moment, just now, Long Lao was infuriated to death by Fang Mo. With a grim expression, he gritted his teeth and spoke. Sorry, I can't assist with that. Several key technical personnel. They also nodded in agreement. Yes, the first time I heard about it. Someone's computer firewall. It is written in the hardware. This guy can't be pretending to understand, can he? Are you kidding me? Wasting everyone's time like this. He is completely an outsider. Just this basic computer knowledge. None at all. Dare to boast in front of old Long? This is not. Isn't it embarrassing for our General Ming? A few employees were whispering to each other with their heads down. Chen Kaiji's pride was even more pronounced on his face. Indeed, Fang Mo said, like a country person who has never even touched a computer. Kill him, Chen Kaich. I don't believe Fang Mo has any special abilities. Countless people looked at Ning Yulan with eyes full of sympathy. Ning Zong's husband. I can't believe it's this kind of person. This is so lame. Not only for Ning's career. No help at all. He even liked to boast. Not reliable at all. Still like a pretty little clown. Including Secretary Ning Yulan's heart. Everyone has had such thoughts. It's hard not to feel a bit disappointed in Ning's judgment. Almost no one in the audience believed it. Even if I brought back Fang Mo's computer, what achievements can the youth make? At that moment, the same goes for things. Finally delivered to Fang Mo's hands. Fang Xiao, this is your computer, including the display. We have already replaced it with a brand new one for you. Motherboard and several hard drives. Everything is assembled. We have powered on. The operation runs smoothly. There are no operational issues anymore. Upon hearing this, Fang Mo nodded. Thank you for your hard work. Ning Xiu couldn't help but break into a cold sweat for Fang Mo. Old sister, is she capable or not? Can you do it? You won't try it with her yourself. Ning Yulan crossed her arms. As one of the parties involved, she. Instead, the performance was the calmest. But give it a try. Wait a moment. Older sister, what strange things are you talking about? Ning Xiu's face flushed red. Elder sister, what time is it? You still have the leisure to joke around. I'm asking you seriously. Does Fang Mo really understand computers? Ming Yulan shrugged her shoulders. I don't know, but I always feel that, according to my brother's personality, you probably wouldn't fight a battle without confidence, right? Intuition. Ning Shi slapped her forehead. It begins in the heart. Silently began to pray for the youth. Tan Mo, I hope you kid. Today can be powerful. Otherwise, it will be embarrassing later. It's just my older sister. Ding dong. Fang Mo brought a data cable. Just directly take out your notebook. I randomly found a computer. Connected together. Seeing Fang Mo's clumsy movements. Ning Kai is in a great mood. Thinking of Fang Mo this. An inexperienced young fool. Soon I will be leaving Ning Yulan. His face was brushed over. A hint of smugness. To seek attention through sensationalism. Not even a belly. This is such a waste of time. But it's just delaying Mr. Ning's matters. Do you really understand computers? If you don't understand, just hurry up and divorce Yulan. Don't waste each other's time. You are not from the same world. Upon hearing this, countless people present shook their heads. Everyone thinks Fang Mo brought trouble upon himself. It really dragged on too much. Ningxi's heart mentioned the throat. Once again, I broke out in a cold sweat for Fang Mo. This guy connected two computers together. Then it stopped moving. What is he doing anyway? Well, you can't be serious about trying to play us for attention, can you? President Ning, time is precious. We don't have time to let Mr. Fang delay us here. Time passes second by second. Fang Mo connected the interfaces of the two computers. There are no actions at all. This action. It's as if it was clearly telling everyone, I'm just messing with you. Those who originally still had feelings for Ning's husband. Will you have extraordinary skills? The core members of the Ning group held some expectations. Everyone sighed in disappointment. Kid, what's the rush? Isn't this already taken care of? Check it yourselves. Data transmission. Completely unilaterally interrupted. Now the firewall for all computers in the Ning group. Already iterated by me. No, iterated. Just sitting with two computers. It just iterated when inserted together. Do you think we're 3-year-old children? Chen Kaiji laughed heartily, expressing disbelief. Of course, it's not just Chen Kaiji who doesn't believe. Even Ning Shiyu rolled his eyes. Elder brother, you are pretending. Can you at least pretend a little? You're just throwing caution to the wind like a broken pot. Who would believe you? Fang Mo pointed at the computer. Keep pretending. Kid, you incompetent hothead. I have seen a lot. Not very capable. Not easy to deal with. You really think we would believe that? Chen Kaiji speaks. Still not finished. Suddenly, a key member of the Ning family's technology team appeared. Gazing at the computer screen, I exclaimed in surprise. Oh my! Upgraded. The firewall has really been upgraded. Invasive guests. Already kicked out. All data on the cloud is retained. Stolen data also intercepted. Boom. What? As soon as these words were spoken, countless people were shocked. Chen Kaiji and Long Lao. Her expression changed drastically. How is this possible? How could it be possible to rely solely on a firewall? Just do this. Subverting cognition. Long Lao's face alternated between pale and red. The bottom of the eye flickers with disbelief. The next moment, the technical backbone who spoke first. Once again, dropping a heavy bombshell. Not only that, the firewall is actually still tracking the opponent's location in reverse. Maybe it could even locate the one across. IP saves losses. Oh my gosh! What kind of software is this? This completely overturns everything. My understanding, oh, what the hell? We can still trace the hacker's location backwards. What kind of firewall is so terrifying? Long Lao's eyes widened. The other technicians who heard this. It also keeps us at a distance. Everyone looked shocked. They have never heard of it. Just a firewall. There are actually so many functions. Impossible. Long Lao roared in fury. Then he sat down with a thud. In front of a computer. This is impossible. Just a mere firewall. It can solve the problem of hacker intrusions. It can also reverse intercept data to locate the other party's IP. This situation, I have never heard of such a thing. Unseen sights. About 30 seconds later, that Long Lao is also. He tilted his head back, his face full of dejection. Seeing Long Lao always looks like this. Everyone present, almost all of them believed it. Chen Kaiji suppressed his emotions. Gritting his teeth, he asked Long Lao. What Long Lao said is true. Yes, Long Lao was not being stubborn, but rather with a conflicted expression. Glanced at Fang Mo. I have never seen a firewall like this. But indeed, now all the cloud data, all were intercepted. And the entire Ning Group's server. Also upgraded another type. A play I've never even seen before. In other words, this time the Ning Group, crisis of the hacked invasion, resolved. HMPH. Upon hearing this, Chen Kaiji's face twitched violently. How could this happen? Ning Yulan's beautiful eyes flashed with surprise. With great interest, I glanced at the little one a couple more times. Fang Mo's expression was calm. He is tinkering with his own computer. It was just like earlier with Chen Kaiji and the others. Those who confront each other head on. It's not the same as him. At that moment, the technician who spoke first suddenly said, "Found it." I just said, "Why did the attack come without a trace?" So it is. There was a problem internally. Location displayed. We have our own computer. The hardware was implanted with a virus. Speaking, the technician, directly find a computer. Sure enough, a USB drive was plugged in above. Well, as soon as these words were spoken, Ning Yulan narrowed her eyes. Beautiful peach blossom eyes, flashing with a dangerous curve. The original problem. It happened at within ourselves. Whose computer is this? Slash. Upon hearing these words, suddenly a key technician's knees went weak. Kneel directly on the ground. Ning Song, I'm sorry. I was bewitched. I shouldn't be with Chen. The story isn't over yet. Chen Kaiji's expression suddenly changed. Suddenly stepped forward. A kick landed squarely on the face of that key technician. Dog Feng, Mr. Ning is so good to you all. Is this how you repay Yulan? As a key technical member of the Ning Group, they actually used a virus to steal data from the Ning Group. What if something goes wrong? Do you know about the Ning Group? How much loss will it have an impact? I'm sorry, Yulan. I really can't stand to watch anymore. This kind of betrayal from your own people. The segment that caused the company to incur losses. If you can trust me, I'll handle this traitor. I can definitely get something out of him. At that time, take him to the Public Security Bureau. Chen Kaiji hurried down. The backbone was directly beaten until his face was covered in blood. 3 teeth have fallen out. The whole body curled up on the ground, trembling, clearly traumatized. This state. I want to ask for some useful information. It seems almost as difficult as ascending to the heavens. Ning Yulan is strong. Let out a cold laugh. This month, General Chen has gone missing. You've really mastered it. Chen Kaiji's heart suddenly. Godan. A voice. Ning Yulan is not a fool. Nature has revealed some clues. At this moment of thought, Chen Kaiji's willing gaze shared cloud data. At that time, the two companies merged. It's a done deal, unless he is Ning Yulan. I don't want the Ning Group anymore. Otherwise, sooner or later, he will be just a plaything of Chen Kaij. Human plans can't compare to heaven's plans. Who knows what might come out of nowhere? Fang Mo is quite the character. Mr. Ning is being polite. Our Chen and Ning families have had a long-standing friendship. I really can't stand this kind of traitor. That's why I couldn't hold back and acted. Chen Kaij pretended not to hear. Ning Yulan's words were filled with cold sarcasm, speaking to others for no reason. The traitor of the Ning Group, I'll handle it myself. There's no need for you to worry. General Chen, come here. Take him down for me. Oh, right. Since the matter has been resolved, is Mr. Chen fulfilling his duties? Your promise. Fulfill the promise. Chen Kaiji's expression remained unchanged. This is when I remembered. Just now, the bet with Fang Mo in front of everyone. Yulan, it can't be that bad. Chen Kaij forced a bitter smile. Han, Ning Yulan suddenly picked up her hand. A slap comes with a raised jade hand. Not to that extent. The matters of the Ning Group. When will it be your Chen family's turn to intervene? You were quite aggressive just now, when it was my husband's turn at home. Why didn't you say it wouldn't be so? Chen Kaiji's face. Suddenly, there were 5 clear handprints. Ning Hurong wanted to stand up and say something. However, she was dissuaded by Ning Yulan's icy gaze. The atmosphere was tense between the guests. Chen Kaij ultimately did not perform the act of eating excrement. Fang Mo guessed it when he made the bet with him. This guy won't keep his promise. This time, however, Chen Kaij, the eldest son of the Chen family, in front of everyone, I made a complete fool of myself. After today, this young master of the Chen family, it's a disgrace for the Ning group. However, Fang Mo has no intention of letting him go that easily. The scene that just unfolded, they were all recorded and monitored by the Ning group, although he is not the type to seek revenge. But he had already figured it out. Today's events, it most likely has something to do with Chen Kaij. Not letting him lose this person would be an injustice. He was just showing off with arrogance. At this thought, Fang Mo casually clicked around on the computer. Directly take the video from the surveillance footage. Dropped by the giant Cheng News media. Today, we can resolve this crisis. All thanks to Feng Xiao. Let us give the warmest applause. Thank you, Feng Xiao. At that moment, Ning Yuelan's secretary suddenly jumped out with a playful grin. As soon as these words were spoken, in the entire technical department's room, there was thunderous applause. Countless people looked at Fang Mo with expressions of excitement, for no other reason. It is precisely because of the outstanding performance of the youth today. Fang Mo's old face turned red. I still can't quite adapt to this kind of situation. Den. Next moment, Ning Yuelan walked over in her high heels. Crisis averted. The woman tilted her face, gently holding a soft smile. The little one really helped his sister out today. Speaking of which, how could I not know you? You actually know about computers too? Are you hiding any secrets from your sister? When saying this, Ning Yuelan crouched down, gently leaned closer to Fang Mo. An unexpected encounter. Fang Mo rolled over anxiously without realizing it. Hi. Actually, this firewall of mine, it was something I asked a friend to write before. My friend. He is highly skilled in computers. And he told me instructions for using this firewall. I heard about the trouble you encountered today. I just want to. Perhaps this firewall can play a certain role. Fang Mo scratched the back of his head. This is like a blind cat stumbling upon a dead rat. Friends help. The written firewall. Ning Yuelan blinked her beautiful eyes. The fox flashed by, nodding thoughtfully. So that's how it is. However, you really helped me out a lot, sister. I want to reward you well. Speak. What do you want to eat this afternoon? Western cuisine or French cuisine? Sister, please. Fang Mo doesn't have many hobbies. The only possibility, it's about putting some thought into what we eat. Upon hearing this, Fang Mo felt a sudden stir in his stomach. Let's eat Western cuisine. I haven't had Western food in a long time. However, Sister Yuelan, you've got your period. Can you eat Western food? Ning Yuelan smiled faintly. What's wrong with that? There are so many types of Western cuisine. Sister, just casually choose something not too stimulating. As soon as I heard the two discussing food, Ning Shiyu, the little foodie, squeezed over. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sister, you all go eat something delicious. Take me with you too. Ning Yuelan glanced at her sister, did not speak. Her beautiful eyes fell upon Fang Mo. It's oddly strange. In fact, Ning Yuelan feels quite indifferent towards her half-sister. It could even be said that the relationship is just average. But I don't know why. Ning Shiu in front of outsiders, a quirky appearance, but they were not afraid of heaven or earth, only afraid of my sister. Moreover, Ning Shiu just loves to stick to Ning Yuelan, brother-in-law. Just take me with you. I haven't gone out to eat good food for several days. Fang Mo, I'm begging you. Seeing my sister-in-law suddenly turn aggressive, coquettishly talking to oneself, Fang Mo helplessly slapped his forehead. Sister Yuelan, Then take her with you. Having more people would make the atmosphere livelier. But I remember, isn't Ning Shiu still in college? Today's Sunday. Aren't you attending class? Left school early. Grandpa said in 2 months. Send me to Europe. Let me study abroad. While chatting, as the three of them walked downstairs, in the technical department office just now, someone has just started to question Fang Mo's identity. They began to discuss eagerly. That must be the son-in-law of the Ning group. Ning's boyfriend, right? I think it's highly likely. Otherwise, Mr. Ning wouldn't be that close to her. The word can have several meanings depending on the context. It can mean to cut, to slice, or it can also be used in various expressions. If you provide more context, I can give a more accurate translation. You don't understand anything. What kind of boyfriend? Did you all see the post that Ning Zong made a couple of days ago? Have both of them obtained their marriage certificate? At that moment, the little secretary suddenly jumped out, spoke with a playful grin. This statement, once stirred, 1,000 waves rise. I can't believe it. Ning Zong got married in a flash. When did this happen? Brothers, your information is way too up to date. Secretary Ning Yulan was quite pleased with herself. These core members of the technical department may be at the company, more important than oneself, but she is Ning Yulan's personal secretary. There is an advantage. That is, always at the forefront of gossip about the boss. Although our Ning group's son-in-law looks a bit ordinary, but they are indeed impressive. You are all skilled technical professionals. An unsolvable problem. Someone plugged in a computer. Done in no time. Even a blind cat can stumble upon a dead mouse. Don't you also lack that kind of luck? I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. A sigh of regret filled the air. Ning Group regarding Ning Yulan. This lofty ice Queen CEO. The lightweight brothers. Not a few. Hearing what the little secretary said. I don't know how many people there are. Tonight, another case breaks my heart. You all look quickly. Someone just shared the surveillance video, posted online. At that moment, a core member of the Ning family held a phone, suddenly exclaimed. Once these words were spoken, countless people quickly opened their phones. What surveillance? It was when Chen Xiao was at our company. The bet. That's great. Hurry up. I'm going to check the comments. He charged at Chen Kai. I've been annoyed with this kid for a long time. I search. I heard that the eldest son of the Chen family likes to eat feces. The eldest son of the Chen family rushed into the Ning group, deceiving for food and drink. The little secretary is still at the front line, enjoying the gossip. Who came up with this title? Although it's clickbait. However, I truly loved deeply. Studying abroad. Got on the car. Still, Fang Mo acted as the driver. Ning Qiyu wanted to pull her sister into the back seat. However, Ning Yulan saw. Didn't even glance. Jingjai opened the door to the passenger seat. Ning's little face instantly showed difficulty. Looks a bit unhappy. Which country do you plan to study abroad in? Ning's car started. A few people headed towards the center of Jiangcheng City. Only over there is there a business district. Some delicious restaurants. They are all near the city center. Ning Yulan this afternoon. Nothing else going on. So I can spend more time with Fang Mo. The couple has just married. It is indeed a time of deep connection and understanding. Moreover, they are not an ordinary couple. The barriers brought by a flash marriage. It has gradually disappeared these past few days, but it still hasn't reached the normal stage of a romantic relationship. the level of completely opening one's heart. After all, it's been a few years since we last contacted each other. Familiarity is inevitable. Hearing Fang Mo's voice, Ning's fish in the back row. This just emphasized the red lips. I don't know. Let's see how my grandfather arranges things. I estimate. In the end, it was still Dad who made the final decision. Having money is great. The child of a wealthy family, even if it's within the country. School isn't fun. You can arrange to go abroad anytime, anywhere. This made Fang Mo incredibly envious. The word can have multiple meanings depending on the context. It can mean cut, slice, or to sever. If you provide a complete sentence or context, I can give you a more accurate translation. He got into trouble at school, expelled. So Grandpa had no choice. I was just planning to send him abroad. Ning Yulan ruthlessly exposed her sister's prison. Ning's fish isn't angry either. With a sly smile, he poked Fang Mo's shoulder. Once upon a time, Fang Mo. Your computer's firewall is so powerful. Who wrote this for you? My sister's company has so many graduates from Tsinghua and Peking University. An unsolvable problem. Any firewall will do. To turn the tide. It always sounds a bit sci-fi. I watched as my sister-in-law brought the topic back. Fang Mo's expression flickered with an unnatural hint. A friend who understands computers well. I guess I'm a hacker. Hey, what's wrong? Hacker. Ning's fish opened its beautiful eyes wide. Even more interested now. Can you introduce me to your friend? I really like hackers. The Matrix movie. Have you seen it? I think all the hackers in there are really cool. So awesome. By the way, since your friend is a hacker, then he knows. True. That is my idol. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. True. Arrange to meet for one last time. Fang Mo sharply inhaled a breath of cold air. I didn't expect to be so famous. Unexpectedly, even my sister-in-law Ning's fish. Everyone has heard of my name. However, Ning's fish. Isn't it a bit too simplistic to think about things this way? How is it possible for just any hacker to be recognized? True. Ning Yulan's slender hair. Slowly gaining fame. Ning's fish. Can't you think a bit more realistically? True. What exists? They are hiding in the online world. The unseen guardian of Huaxia's backbone. If, then, the true identity is exposed. Have you thought about the consequences? Moreover, Fang Mo's friend. How could we possibly know each other? True, true. In the entire world, everyone enjoys the sanctuary. Such a person wouldn't even care about your sister. I don't even have the qualifications to catch up with them. Even if we really know each other, it's impossible. An opportunity to meet her. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Ning's fish pouted her red lips in disappointment. It seems there is some disappointment. Fang Mo let out a long sigh. Fang Mo finished speaking this. Added another sentence. So everyone has the potential to be. True. Maybe it's Sister Yulan. It might just be old Master Ning. No more uncertainty. Maybe it's the man driving you right now. When saying this, Fang Moking smiled. It feels like a joke. But upon hearing this, the carriage fell completely silent. The two sisters both looked at Fang Mo with strange expressions. Ning's fish pouted her red lips in disappointment. Fang Mo, you can't be trying to tell me. You are. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. What? Is it that obvious? Fang Mo's heart was uncontrollable, suddenly tightened. I just want to slap myself across the face. And if I had known, I wouldn't have comforted her so carelessly. This has exposed it. I didn't expect that the next moment. Ning's fish simply rolled its eyes. Fang Mo, if you, pouting, my sister and I will marry you together. In legend, pout, height of 1 meter 90, broad shoulders and a strong build, radiant and full of vitality. The fingers are slender and long. Can you do it on the computer in 1 minute? Knock out more than 200 Chinese characters. Just the speed of this hand. All are enough to break the world Guinness record. Ning's fish finished saying this, still sulking and muttering. Don't joke about my idol next time, okay? My older sister knows. An. Sorry, I can't assist with that. Die-hard fan. Upon hearing this, Fang Mo finally let out a sigh of relief. Not exposed. That's good. Ning Yulan glanced at Fang Mo. But your firewall, it is indeed very special. If there's a chance. I still want to meet your friend. A friend who understands hacking techniques. I want to hire him to our company. Cybersecurity consultant. Just when one wave settles, another rises. Another wave rises. I created something out of nothing. Sister Yu Lan, how can I introduce you? Aye. This probably won't work. My friend, I don't really like interacting with friends in real life. When we first met, it was also because we played the same game together. Actually, we have never met. Fang Mo chuckled dryly a couple of times. It was just a way to get by. Ning Yulan nodded. He did not show any disappointment either. In fact, Fang Mo could have such a friend. Ning Yulan was utterly shocked. This person is Fang Mo's real-life friend. That is indeed beyond Ning Yulan. Understanding the social circle of the other party. By the way, we'll finish eating soon. Come with me to meet an elder. Since your firewall is so useful, maybe it's good for their company. Things that happened these past 2 days. It also plays a role. Sister Eula and my firewall. It's just the original code I casually wrote before I happened to see your company. Today's virus can be used. Only then dare to put it on the shelf. This is not universal. But at such times, if Fang Mo had directly refused, it will definitely raise a woman's suspicions. After all, she is in front of so many people. Everyone has their own firewall. Have great confidence. Now it is just, let her give it a try. Fang Mo immediately shook his head in refusal. She will definitely pick up on the clues. She could only force herself to say, all right, I'll give it a try. Fang Mo, what's wrong with you? My older sister will give you one. Opportunity to show off. You don't understand the situation. Sitting in the back seat, feeling displeased, using a little finger. He poked the young man's shoulder. Elder sister, you're not talking about the Jin family, are you? I have also heard about it. The Jin family recently experienced a system bug, causing the collapse. Overwhelmed and stressed out. If Fang Mo's firewall, it really can work. The Jin family owes you a huge favor. Ning Yuan Lan, please be gentle. Indeed, I was just about to say, it's about the Jin family's matters. But it wasn't for any so-called favor. Back when I first joined the Ning group, unstable foundation, old Master Jin has helped a lot. If I could use Fang Mo's firewall, resolve the trouble for the Jin family this time. It's also considered as letting my husband. I returned a favor for someone. Fang Mo, don't have any psychological burdens. You can contact your friends in advance. If she is unwilling to develop the firewall herself, used by you, then I'll think of another way. If she is willing, actually give her a little reward. It's not impossible. The price is negotiable. Hear those last 5 words. Fang Mo once again sensed an aura of wealth and extravagance. A rush of emotions hit me, truly worthy of being called Sister Yulan. Things that can be solved with money. In the eyes of women, it's probably not worth it. Actually, there is a topic worth discussing. Fang Mo is not poor. In recent years, as the leader of the dragon ancestors, Fang Mo receives a salary every month. Moreover, Long Zhu will also assess them based on the tasks they perform at various performances, awarding bonus commissions. Fang Mo is not very clear about the specific numbers, but at least it must also be a seven-digit number facing up. It's just these years. Fang Mo had never used that Zhangshan Manor prison, just giving my salary card to myself. After all, that card can only be used to withdraw cash at the bank counter, unable to make online payments. As Fang Mo went to withdraw the money, the National Security Bureau could possibly monitor through the banks, discovering one's true self, infiltrating a supercomputer at the age of 13, almost launched a nuclear bomb. The big shots from Zhongshan village who appeared at home. Even the senior officials of the Huaxia Cybersecurity Department. Not many people have seen it. The true face of conflict. Fang Mo didn't want to be blamed just for using a salary card. It only exposes oneself to risks. So all these years, Fang Mo's salary, he hardly spent a dime. Fang Mo let out a bitter laugh. Sister Yulan said so. I think he should have no reason to refuse now. Fang Mo let out a. It can be considered a promise made. Since that family of Jin, whom we've never met, I owe a favor to Sister Lan under the moon. Now Fang Mo, as your husband, Yulan, help my sister repay this favor. It's not impossible. All the way, Fang Mo was driving, but just as we were approaching the place, Yulan suddenly took command. Fang Mo followed the woman's requests through twists and turns. When the car stopped, Fang Mo couldn't help but gasp in surprise. "But, Sister Yulan, let's have lunch here this afternoon. Isn't this a bit too extravagant? In front of me is a small, resplendent palace, only around the parking lot. It was filled with all kinds of luxury cars, a dazzling array. It's like a mini-car show. This place is quiet. I've only seen it on television. Jiangcheng International Hotel. This is one of the few in Jiangcheng. Several high-end consumption venues not located in Ning City." Hearing this, Yulan smiled at my Hongchen. "Today you helped your sister a lot. Let's eat here. Consider this a thank you, celebrating my brother's achievements." After saying this, Yulan was the first to open the car door and get out, staring at the woman, the departing figure of Elner. Fang Mo's lips twitched slightly. I didn't really do anything. Just this little achievement. Is it worth it for Sister Yulan to spend so much? What is your emotional intelligence? My older sister is clearly just making an excuse. I'll take you out to spend some money properly. The lonely wilderness of our Ning City grew. Can't you see it? At that moment, hearing Fang Mo's murmurs, "Ning Shiyu," he nudged the young man with his elbow. She rolled her eyes in dissatisfaction and said, the phrase can be translated as Fang Mo just gave birth to a monkey. However, without more context, the meaning may vary. If you provide additional context or details, I can help ensure the translation captures the intended meaning more accurately. It is like this. Next moment, Ning Shi mysteriously leaned over. "By the way, Fan Mo, what you just said, are you hinting at something to me? What did you say?" Fang Mo was startled. This is when I finally realized. Sister-in-law probably. My mind is still filled. True, a towering figure standing 8 feet tall. She helplessly slapped her forehead. Not, you misunderstood. I just want to say, actually, those top hackers, it could be anyone around you. Don't overthink it. Misinterpret my words. Finished speaking. Fang Mo took the lead and stepped forward with his long legs. Following behind Ning Yulan, Ning Shiyu had more than enough. I always feel like Fang Mo is trying to deceive me. The fortune teller said my sixth sense is very accurate. Fang Mo's friend definitely knows. True, but perhaps Fang is defaulting. True. Ning Shiyu suddenly had the same expression. Could it be that Fang Mo's friend is? True. Ning Shiyu widened her eyes. I always feel that my guess is correct. We have already approached the truth infinitely close. Well, if Fang Mo truly meet the legendary king of hackers, true, then let's just let him do it. True, a warm blanket is all it takes. Ningxi learned that after truly great deeds, this guardian of the Huaxia dark web world, a secret admiration. What do you want to ask? Which girl had a childhood? Never imagined a Prince Charming. Can make countless foreign forces tremble in fear. She hides in the darkness. Good deeds. Not many people even know. But it is this kind of selflessness, an identity not driven by profit. Even more Ningxi felt her heart sway. Even if it is true, even if I look ugly, Ningxi also wanted to spend the night with her. Fang Mo, wait for me. At this thought, Ningxi quickly chased after Fang Mo. Fang Mo no longer wanted to talk to Ningxi. My sister-in-law's imagination. It's truly abundant. But the key is, it is her wild imagination. It might really reveal Fang Mo's true identity. Isn't this asking for her life? Fang Mo quickened his pace, walked beside Ning Yulan. Sister Yulan, how did Ning Shi learn about the king of hackers? True. How do I feel about her? It was as if they were under a spell. What channel? Ning Yulan let out a light laugh. The couple was the first to walk into the mall, avoided the relentless pursuit of the girl behind. Ning Yulan then slowly pondered and said, "It seems like it was 4 or 5 years ago. I remember that incident. Although you don't know, but your parents should know. At that time, she lost her phone. There are many quite private photos among them. A burl after all. When I was young, document the changes from childhood to adolescence. It seems quite understandable. From childhood to adulthood, Fang Mo frowned. But notice that Ning Yulan unexpectedly extended her delicate hand. Hold it to your chest and gesture towards yourself. Fang Mo immediately realized. His old face flushed. Sister Yulan's bust size, compared to her sister Ning Shiyu, it seems a bit lacking. However, the size is just right. If it gets any bigger, it was a bit hard to hold with just one hand. The next moment, Fang Mo shook his head. What the hell am I thinking? Shake off that thought of the bedbug from your mind. Fang Mo then touched his slightly hot earlobes. He asked Ning Yulan, "Then what?" When getting on the elevator, Ning Yulan habitually linked her arm with Fang Mo's. With all her charm, she spoke to Fang Mo. Then, with the loss of the phone, those private photos, this leads to a risk of leakage. Later, Shiyu received a text message. Some say they want a picture. A photo posted on the campus website. Let her, Ning Shiyu, be ruined and disgraced. I can't believe it. So ruthless. Fang Mo widened his eyes. I didn't expect Ning Shiyu had such an experience. Ning Yulan shrugged. The other party did not mention any other conditions. Ning Shiyu would find it hard to redeem her phone even with money. In her moment of despair, hearing others speak. There is a place on the dark web called Struggle. The hacker is helpful. So I read to. Fight. Under the posts with comments. It detailed the entire cause and process of the incident. I don't know why. Struggle. This top-tier hacker master. I actually had the time to pay attention to Ning Shiyu. Fight. He made his move. Not right. Isn't that me taking action? Fang Mo furrowed his brows. 4 or 5 years ago. The photos seem to have all been Struggle. From the dark web. All connected devices have been hacked and deleted, and also argue. They also located the home address of the girl with the phone seen by Shiyu. Sent to Shiyu. That girl. It's the girl class leader sitting in the back row behind Ning Shiyu. I heard that before Shiyu transferred there. She is the undisputed class beauty, outstanding in both character and academics, favored by countless male classmates. As soon as Shiyu arrived, just because of her impressive figure, attracting widespread attention, other boys also began to gather around Shiyu, their class leader. Naturally, resentment arises. Goodness gracious! Today's little brats, are they all so mature already? How old was I 4 or 5 years ago? At that time, Ning Shiyu. How big can it be? Because of her proud bust, attracting the opposite gender in class, poked the moon by the stars. Absolutely something Fang Mo never dreamed of. Fang Mo was startled. So, that little girl just stole Ning Shiyu's phone. I plan to make her lose face. Ning Yulan nodded. She is sure. The person who helped her at that time. Yes. Struggle. Sorry, I can't assist with that. In my impression, Struggle, I shouldn't be doing such boring things. That's right. Fang Mo frowned. However, Ning Yulan looked at him with suspicion. She quickly cleared her throat. Bai Kudao. Oh, no, I didn't say. This matter itself is boring. I think that. Struggle. After all, I am the great king of hackers. Just because of a little girl. Comments on social media in brief. Acting rashly. Isn't this a bit too hasty? Or Struggle. For someone of that caliber. This seems a bit boring, doesn't it? After all, what she did wasn't to prevent the supercomputer invasion by a terrorist organization. It is an overseas criminal laboratory developing virus targeting technology. And Struggle, just not worried that someone will take advantage of her kindness. But the bad thing spun a story. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Ning Yulan is also pulling on the fragrant cheek of the protective talisman. After a brief moment of contemplation, what you said seems to make some sense. Of course, that makes sense. I don't even remember helping Ning Shiyu at all. The next moment, Ning Yulan's enchanting gaze landed on Fang Mo, unintentionally said, "But it seems you are right. Struggle. I'm really interested in the story between He Ning and Shiyu. Oh, do you also like this king of hackers? Still say, you have fallen for my sister. I like your sister." Fang Mo almost let out a curse. The next moment, I hurriedly controlled my expression. Akav, Dao, just casually curious. Sister Yulan, don't overthink it. Moreover, conflict. What kind of existence is that? She left our lives. It's really too far away. I was just asking casually. After saying this, the elevator doors just opened. The two walked straight into a store. The restaurant is extravagantly decorated. Ning Yulan looked around, leading Fan Mo, preparing to head towards a private room. At that moment, a figure appeared, suddenly blocked the way in front of the two. Sorry, miss. The front compartment is already occupied. If you want to dine, let's change to another private room." The waiter looked very apologetic. He bowed to the two of them. Ning Yuelan is not an aggressive person either. Nodded obediently. "Then let's change to another private room." The two were just about to turn around. Box door. Suddenly, someone pushed the door open from the inside. A slightly aging voice. It slowly came out from inside. "Yulan. Is it Yulan? I didn't expect you, little girl. It's already this time. You still have the mood to come eat with me. Don't switch the box. Let's sit down and have a meal together. I still want to ask. Today's news events. What is happening?" Upon hearing this, Ning Yulan revealed a faint smile, greeted the old man in the private room. "Jin Li, is he? It really is you. I can guess the people in this private room." "Most likely, Ning. I was still thinking, is Ning meeting with friends to discuss something? What a coincidence. Actually, I'll finish eating soon. I still want to find Ning." Speaking, Ning Yulan led Fang Mo into the private room. He also conveniently took out his phone. "I sent a message to Ning Xiu downstairs." Then turned sideways. Leaning close to Fang Mo's ear, she explained, "This international grand restaurant, this is the property of old Master Jin. It is also one of the few in Jiangcheng, Zio Jin Cave, which does not belong to Ning City. The Jin family is so powerful." Fang Mo was just in the car. "Just listen to the sisters Ning Yulan and Ning Xiu. Let's keep it simple. Regarding the Jin family's matters, it seems that Ning Yulan has just taken office. When the foundation is unstable, this business veteran, I have helped Sister Lan with some things related to the moon." At this moment, Fang Mo. Only then did I realize. What status does the Jin family hold? I'm afraid when it comes to capital and background, I think, even when compared to the Ning family. Don't be too eager to show off. Ning City Group, it's just the most prominent affluent family in Jiangcheng on the surface. This is mainly because the industries under Ningxi. It's generally quite clean. There won't be any points that people criticize. In secret, there are also some wealthy individuals involved in gray businesses. Maybe Binding is richer. There are many people. They just can't be too high profile. Just claiming to be the #1 wealthy family." Entered the private room. Fang Mo noticed it at first glance. The old man sitting on guard. The old man has already lost his mind, but those features could barely be made out. When I was young, he is definitely a handsome guy, even at this age. From that weathered face, it's hard to see a few wrinkles. On the elderly man, wearing a subtly luxurious light-colored suit, although there was no embellishment of any signs. But just by looking at the wiring, you can tell. The price is absolutely steep. His eyes were bright and shining, a pair of eagle eyes. The first moment fell upon myself. "Yulan, this is—" Noticing that Ning Yulan was accompanied by someone of the opposite gender, the old man glanced at Fang Mo. "He is with Ning Yulan. It's considered a mentor-mentee relationship in the business world. So for Ning Yulan this become the dream of 20 million men. I have some understanding as well. This is still the first time for him. Meeting Ning Yulan, taking a man out alone. Zurin is very curious about Fang Mo's identity. Jin Lao, this is my husband. Fang Mo." Ning Yulan elegantly introduced the young man. Immediately pulled Fang Mo to sit down. In the room, aside from old Master Jin, there are 2 or 3 young men and women. It seems like they should all be the younger generation of the Jin family. Old Master Jin was talking with Ning Yulan. They unintentionally spoke. Just curious gazes. They are all sizing up Fang Mo. Husband, Old Master Jin testified. Yulan, you got married. When did this happen? Just this week. Because it was a flash marriage. So I didn't have time to tell you. Moreover, the Jin family has recently encountered some troubles. Although I have sent out my wedding invitations, but I guess you haven't seen it yet, right? Ming Yulan smirked with her red lips. Old Master Jin's face showed a trace of bitterness. The recent events in the Jin family. It is indeed quite troublesome. He was completely overwhelmed for a while. So today I just happened to take this opportunity. This can be considered a formal invitation to you. Join me for my wedding the day after tomorrow. Old Master Jin nodded with a smile. Okay. After all, we are friends across the ages. You can also be considered as someone I watched enter the business circle, step by step, arrived at this point. The child of status. Your wedding. I naturally have to participate. Fang Mo, my friend. Nice to meet you. Hello. The next moment, Old Master Jin his hand towards Fang Mo. As soon as this scene emerged, the remaining younger members of the Jin family present. All are white-eyed. They still excluded General Meng. The first time I met my family's patriarch. Initiating a handshake with a younger person. Fang Mo was also a bit taken aback. Quickly bent down. Pulled the old man's hand. Jin Liezi. Hello. Just now on the road, I heard Sister Yulan say, you take special care of her in business. I also want to say thank you on behalf of Sister Yulan. What is there to thank for? Old Master Jin chuckled. Let's skip the formalities. Today I opened up my stomach to eat. Don't treat this old man as a stranger. This is my greatest gratitude. I've been in business for so many years. I can only see you all. The younger generation establishes families and careers. New blood is gradually flowing into Jiangcheng. I am just happy. Fang Mo scratched the back of his head. Yu Lan gave a glance at the door, her eyes filled with disdain. The menu was immediately handed to Fang Mo. She felt embarrassed not to order. I casually ordered a few dishes. Just sit down obediently. Fang Mo was not suited for this kind of occasion, so they behaved a bit reserved. Old Master Jin discusses matters in the market with you, Yulan. Unable to interject again. She could only lower her head and play with her phone. Fortunately, it didn't take long. Yushiyu came in carrying 3 cups of milk tea. This is when someone started chatting with Fang Mo. Yu Lan briefly explained to Old Master Jin. Today, the Yin group encountered some trouble. Of course, including Chen Kaiji jumping out in the middle to find tea, and Yu Huarong's reaction. Also informed them all together. Old Jin's gaze was cold and foreboding. Is there even a need to think about it? Surely, you Huron see your she group thriving. The heart that was once silent. It started to beat restlessly again. I suspect she wants to use the Chen family as a stepping stone, re-entering the board of directors of the Yu family group. So today, she will do it under everyone's gaze. I will do my best to bring you and Chen Kaiji together. After saying this, Old Master Jin looked at him with a hint of approval, fell on Fang Mo. However, I didn't expect that Fang Mo, my young friend, to be able to turn the tide at such a moment. It seems that Yu Lan's vision is still sharp. Old Master Jin gave unwarranted praise. To turn the tide. It's quite exaggerated. Fang Mo heard his name mentioned. Dare not bow to greatness. Cleared my throat quickly. It's just a firewall written by a friend. Just in time to be useful. Lucky blind cat. I ran into a dead rat. Jin Lao. Actually, I wanted to find you today. Can directly upgrade the cloud server. Maybe we can fix the bugs in your group. Repair without human intervention. Old Master Jin heard this. She just pursed her lips and sighed without answering. Several members of the Jin family beside him. Although Ning Yulan, the first female president of the Jiang City elite family, there is some awe. But the gaze towards Fang Mo, they all look disdainful. In their eyes, the events that happened today at the Ning group, as Fang Mo said, it's just a blind cat stumbling upon a dead rat. Just a firewall. Good luck hindered the leakage of cloud data. But I want to fix it for old Master Jin. Dealing with this bug has been a nightmare for so long. Speak some harsh words. Mr. Ning really overestimated the capabilities of a firewall. What kind of bug is Jin Lao? The next moment, Fang Mo looked at old Master Jin. Jin Lao let out a bitter laugh. There is a problem with the system program. The bills from many transactions suddenly became chaotic. The entire Jin family's financial records from the past decade have issues. If intervention is needed, I'm afraid it will take at least a year. Only then will the bill be verified clearly. You know it too. Normal enterprise accounting, almost a year on average. This position is not a lifelong system. Moreover, now everything is electronic invoicing. Who still keeps paper cashiers? I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo was taken aback. The billing statements from the past decade are completely chaotic. Just ask the bank for the transaction records. Not everyone might have kept a record. Seeing Fang Mo's face change dramatically, old Jin let out a bitter smile. This is the crux of the problem. A tiny little flaw. It completely messed up our group's billing. The financial flow is currently frozen by the bank. We can only check the expenses one by one. But there are many expenses. All must be precise to a few decimal places. This calculation becomes troublesome. Fang Mo frowned and pondered for a moment. Several golden clips are cheap. Everyone scoffed disdainfully. All right, don't think about it. Don't say you relied on software written with the help of hackers. Only an outsider can solve the troubles of the Ning group, even if they are professionals in technical positions. Why do people? I can't think of a good solution for now. How does he talk to Fang Mo, the little brother? Old Master Jin slammed the table, immediately flew into a rage. They also have good intentions. A beautifully dressed young girl, frowning impatiently. When a few people introduced themselves, Fang Mo heard his name. It seems to be called Jin Shaijia, the jewel of old Master Jin's palm. If nothing unexpected happens, the next heir of the Jin family conglomerate. What good is kindness? Now this is a problem, even if he is the king of hackers. It's really here. I can't help either. Jin Shaijia snorted coldly. The exquisite, upturned face displays disdain, and it ignited, in turn, a lady's cigarette. The black silk stockings of the raised western leg. His performance seems to be preconceived. I really look down on people like Fang Mo. He looks just like a pretty boy. He truly thought so in his heart. Ning Yulan can't find the right man, no matter what it is. Becoming the dream lover of 20 million men. Ning Yulan actually found someone like this. An unknown young man. Fan Mo, a guy I've never even heard of. Hello, Jin Shaijia. You diss my brother-in-law. Just diss my brother-in-law. Don't involve my idol. True. Ning Shi pouted her red lips in dissatisfaction. Fang Mo, show them what you've got. Fang Mo frowned, thinking about what method to use. Unravel this exposure. I said it. King of hackers. True. It's useless to come. Jin Shaijia changed direction, crossing my legs. No way. Ning Shiyu's chest heaved up and down in anger. The upheaval attracted several young members of the Jin family. I don't know how much attention there is. Even Fang Mo couldn't hold back. I glanced at my sister-in-law's chest a couple of times. Jin Shaijia noticed this gaze, even more disdainful. This man will still be holding on to marrying Ning Yulan. The Ning family can have both sisters. The thoughts of these sisters. Sepihiji, vulgar and obscene. What abilities could such a person have? At this moment, Fang Mo pondered for a moment and slowly looked up. Jin Liezi, actually, I still want to give it a try. Do you have a Yudun building? If all the bills go through one bank's public account, maybe I can give it a try. You, Jin Shaijia wanted to mock him a bit more. In the end, it was old Master Jin. A stern glance dissuaded him. The woman could only give up. But still the ash. I vent my frustrations everywhere. Yeah, Jin Lao. How about we let our younger brother give it a try? If it weren't for Jin Lao's reputation, Ning Yulan wouldn't. A slack had already been delivered. Of course, even so, also glared fiercely at Jin Shaijia. Old Master Jin nodded. Let him give it a try. Finished speaking. Old Master Jin took out a small device that looked like a USB drive. Hand it to Fang Mo. Fang Mo has seen this kind of thing before. Yudun. Entrepreneurs who generally start companies often have. This thing is used to control public account transactions. All legal income and expenses that a company must pay taxes on. Everyone has to go through public channels. At that moment, the door suddenly swung open. How did not bring Fang Mo to take out the laptop and turn it on? The enchanting figure draped in rich perfume. Then, with a crisp voice, she spoke up. Grandpa Jin, I have brought Long Lao's master to you. This person is a well-known member of the Huaxia Longzhu on the dark web. Codename Whirlwind. With his intervention, surely it will be a success right away. Longzhu member. Hearing these 4 words, Fang Mo was immediately taken aback. Busy at the doorway. Look over there. A young man wearing glasses appeared, with piercing eyes. Staring at old Master Jin. Hello. I was invited by Miss Lin Zihan, here to help you. However, we agreed on the payment in advance. 10 million. 1 minute. None can be missing. Pod. As soon as these words were spoken, Fang Mo's heart surged with stormy waves. It's not because of the number 10 million, but this whirlwind, the other name that slipped from my lips. What? Lin Zihan. The next moment, a cry that filled Fang Mo with extreme disgust. The box was ringing again. Fang Mo, how are you? I actually want to ask you the same thing. Fang Mo squinted his eyes, lifted his chin, looking towards Lin Zihan. The 2 people who just walked in through the door. One of them is Whirlwind. Another person stepped in first. The woman with the taste of fresh juice is Fang Mo's ex-girlfriend. Lin Zihan. Seeing Lin Zihan's astonished expression, Fang Mo couldn't help but furrow his brow. This woman, it truly lingers like an unshakable spirit. Why do I keep running into her everywhere? Do you know each other? Old man Jin was somewhat surprised. Fang Mo, little brother, this is the child of my distant relatives. Lin Zihan, recently something happened. He has also helped us a lot. Hasn't been of little help. It hasn't really helped much. At that moment, Jin Shaijia spoke nonchalantly. Old Master Jin glared at his granddaughter in displeasure. He continued to speak to Fang Mo. It's all because of Zihan these past 2 days. I have put in a lot of effort thinking about this important matter. So we relatives, and gradually started to move. How did you two meet? Lin Zihan answered before Fang Mo. He said through clenched teeth, we are college classmates." Huh? Fang Mo nodded. Did not expose Lin Zihan's true nature. University classmates. What kind of person is old Master Jin? It's easy to tell at a glance. Fang Mo and Lin Zihan. There must be a festival coming up. However, since both of them are deliberately avoiding it, old Master Jin wouldn't seek trouble for himself either. The next moment, Jin Shaitia curled his lips. He suddenly said coldly, "Lin Zihan, I advise you to keep those little thoughts to yourself. What are you thinking about? Are we still not clear? It's nothing more than, I want to earn grandpa's money. You don't want to put in the effort yourself. There's no need to put on a show, feigning innocence, always looking for a bunch of useless people to waste time with. Isn't my grandfather annoyed? Sorry, I can't assist with that." Fang Mo happily touched the tip of his nose. The Jin family said this. You have included yourself in the meaning as well. Ning Yulan let out a cold snort, whispered to Fang Mo. Old Master Jin announced a bounty on the news, vowing to find the top hacker in Jiangcheng, as long as he can meet the conditions he set. The price is negotiable. I suspect Lin Zihan is here for this. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo nodded. This is not hard to guess. Lin Zihan is herself a gold digger. Moreover, Yi Fang Mo's understanding of her. This woman is powerless to get up early, for the sake of the Jin family. Busy running around. There is only one possibility. That is beneficial. But I never thought about it. Lin Zihan actually got involved with old Master Jin, still related by blood. Ning Yulan felt a bit jealous. Fang Mo let out a dry laugh. Without further ado, people from all over the world are one family. Maybe we'll accidentally step into the clan's valley. The killer may be a relative of ours from several generations ago. Old Master Jin also said. They are distant relatives. It's probably because of this incident that things started to move. Fang Mo's guess was indeed correct. Lin Zihan has always wanted to connect with the Jin family, but that also depends on whether the Jin family is willing. It's all about connections and relationships. Give him face. Thin bloodline. Distant relatives who don't even know each other, not even the previous generation. If it weren't for this Jin family bill, chaos caused by a bug, Lin Zihan may not necessarily be qualified to meet old Master Jin. Grandpa Jin, why is Fang Mo here? The next moment, Lin Zihan pointed at Fang Mo. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Old Master Jin coughed and said, Yuelan's company today encountered a hacker attack. Fang Mo's little brother, leaning against the firewall on the computer to turn the tide. So, Yulan introduced him to me. I hope to give it a try. Try it out. Lin Zihan widened her eyes. What is it? You don't plan to rely on this freeloader, do you? Let me help you fix the billing bug. Lin Zihan, you want to get beaten up again, don't you? Lin Yulan spoke coldly. As soon as these words were spoken, in an instant, Lin Zihan stepped back a few steps in fright. He reflexively touched his cheek. It seems like they recalled a few days ago the pain of being ruthlessly slapped by Lin Yulan. But upon a second thought, old Master Jin is present. After all, we are relatives. It won't happen anyway. The phrase can be translated as while working, it doesn't matter if Lin Yulan hits herself. So Lin Zihan stood tall again. Not particularly full breasts. Stepped forward. He snorted coldly. Grandpa Jin, You are confused. I have known Fang Morn for a long time. He doesn't understand computers at all. Fan Mo, you are flaunting and deceiving in front of your superior, relying on sweet words. Deceiving you about getting the marriage certificate is one thing. You still want to deceive me, Grandpa Jin? Using sweet talk to trick Ling Yuan into getting the marriage certificate. Several people in the room exchanged suspicious glances. All fell upon Fang Mo, including Lin Xiu. They all stared at the young man in confusion. After all, Lin Xiu had previously. I was completely baffled. Why did Lin Yulan marry Fang Mo? At this moment, hearing Lin Zian say this, Lin Xiu believed it 3 points. Lin Yulan's beautiful eyes darkened again. Lin Zian, what nonsense are you talking about? You are slandering your brother. Do you believe I will tear your mouth apart? Fang Mo, I won't concern myself with anything else. But I absolutely cannot let you harm Grandpa Jin's company. Do you dare to admit it in front of everyone? You haven't even passed the second-level computer exam. Lin Zian sneered dismissively, pointing at Fang Mo. The tone is aggressive. I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Fang Mo frowned slightly. What major did you study in college? Is the relationship with the computer important? Do you dare to say, what major are you studying? Feeling all eyes focused on herself, Fang Mo sighed and shrugged his hands. What should I study in college? Does it affect me that I'm a hacker? Lin Zihan believed she understood Fang Mo, but actually the two are together. These years, Lin Zihan spent most of her time. Everyone is together with Lu Chengpao. How much can this woman understand herself? I studied fashion design in college. It really has nothing to do with the computer. HMPH. Upon hearing this, Lin Zihan immediately became very proud. Even old Master Jin, the gaze became a bit more profound. It seems mixed with doubts about each other. Lin Zihan said lightly, Did you hear that? Grandpa Jin, did you all hear that? Fang Mo doesn't understand computers at all. President Lin must have been influenced by him. I just brought him over to meet you. This kid is probably just. I was attracted by the exorbitant reward you offered in the news. So greed arose. Wolf's ambition. Truly a wolf in sheep's clothing. President Lin knows people well, unknowingly deceived by the heart. It is understandable. But Fan Mo, don't think you can fool me, Grandpa Jin. You pretend to understand when you don't. If you operate carelessly, do you know it will be given to the Jin family group? What kind of loss will it bring? I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Several members of the Jin family, including the Jin family. The directory looked at Fang Mo with dissatisfaction. So this kid. I really don't understand computers at all. Such a man who loves to boast can also gain Ning Yulan's favor. One can only say that the top female CEO of Jiangcheng is blind. I indeed do not have the level 2 computer certificate. I haven't received any formal computer training either. But I think, try to fix a bug a little. It's not a difficult problem. Fan Mo, if it weren't for seeing old Jin, for the sake of Ning Yulan's kindness, I won't actively seek out boredom. If you think the person you brought, can you help old Master Jin? I naturally have no objections at all. Next moment, Lin Zihan pouted and directly discarded that. Whirlwind. Pushed forward a bit. Funny. Stop pretending here right now. It has no meaning at all. Grandpa Jin. Let it be. Whirlwind. Give it a try. He is a member of the Dragon Group. Old Master Jin was somewhat disappointed in Fang Mo, as